At the beginning of the war, the current Minister for Arms and Armament, Albert Speer, received the order to devote himself entirely to overseeing and carrying out armaments constructions vital to the outcome of the war. On the personal initiative of the Reich Minister, no less than about 2,500 new armaments plants of all kinds have been built to date. They were constructed in the most varied districts of the Reich. In one part of the huge factory halls, work has already started. Others stand ready to receive the machines. Construction of milling machines, turning lathes and drills. In these halls, new weapons for our soldiers will be made. Installation of a massive power station. Wheels start to roll. Now the homeland must provide the required workforce. In his speech on the 30th of January, the Reich Marshal said, "No one can remain in their familiar sense of ease when our fighting soldiers out there put their lives fearlessly on the line. Also in the homeland, each person, man and woman, must give their all. Only in this way will front and homeland earn themselves full and complete victory." In an elite factory for our tank weapon, work here never ceases day and night. A break in work. The workers gather in one of the great assembly halls. Reich Minister Goebbels speaks. On the left, Reich Minister Speer. Dr. Goebbels explained, among other things, that in times that bring triumph after triumph, even the weakling believes in victory. But when a setback must be suffered, it is the duty of strong and firm people to trust in victory. Particularly at such times, the broad masses of our people, the workers and the farmers, form the foundation of the state. War is a time of emergency, and when millions of people at the front are forced daily to put their lives on the line, and when in the homeland, men and women must give their last ounce of effort, no one may stand on the sidelines watching. Dr. Goebbels finished his speech with the words, "We all together, each in his place, wish to continue fulfilling our duty together. Those at the front can be convinced of that, and we wish to promise our Führer the following. War morale at home will remain pure. Each of us will do his duty honestly, faithfully and thoroughly, until Bolshevism lies smashed on the ground and victory is ours." Admiral of the Fleet Dönitz, who was appointed Supreme Commander of the War Navy by the Führer, leaves his previous post in France. In the Führer's headquarters, Admiral of the Fleet Dönitz, an officer is assuming direction of the War Navy, whose name is linked in the closest way with the bold action and great successes of our U-boats. Admiral of the Fleet Raeder was appointed Admiral Inspector of the War Navy. The Führer made him thereby his prime advisor in Navy political matters. At the Tunisian front. Every day, German-Italian convoys call at Tunisian harbors. The Atlas Mountain front becomes stronger and firmer as a result. Bombs for our assault aircraft. Fuel for our tanks. Anti-aircraft artillery secures the port against enemy air attacks. American bombers have flown in under protection from British fighters. Emergency takeoff for our fighters. The flak lays a barrier in front of particularly important military targets in the harbour area. American bombers strike. Some of the bombs fell in the water. Vapor trails show the path of the attacking fighters. Back there, an enemy aircraft has crashed in flames. Its fate was decided up here. This British fighter pilot parachuted from a great height. He is captured. The parachute is concealed. That is what's left of the enemy fighter. The snow-covered plains stretch as far as the eye can see. For months, they have been the scene of the hardest and fiercest defensive fighting, demanding of our soldiers the height of courage and selfless devotion. Even the reinforcement soldiers get hardly any rest. Their achievements are of vital importance for the course of the heavy winter battle. Rested reserves advance. A snowstorm lasting days has blown on the position. The rifle is exchanged for the spade and the ditch cleared again. Behind the main battle lines, barbed wire barricades are built. They are to be brought in front of the positions in the dark and firmly secured there. The guard is strengthened. All signs point to a new Soviet attack. An advance post close to the enemy. Bolshevist batteries spray the area. Flak puts enemy assault troops under fire. Despite refined camouflage, they were recognized in time. At twilight, the Soviets further reinforced their presence. The battle extends deep into the night. An enemy tank right in front of our wire. Taken out by a direct hit. At the front, south of Lake Ladoga. Here too, the Soviets kept throwing any number of divisions and tank battalions into battle. Our soldiers kept repelling these masses with heroic commitment. Bolshevist tanks attack. There they come. All weapons fire at will. The accompanying infantry is beaten back. Rifle grenades. These Soviet tanks did not reach our positions. Everywhere the wrecks lie shot and smashed to pieces in front of our ditches. The bloody losses of the Soviets are beyond estimate. Assault guns and infantry advance to counterattack. They are to seal off a point where the enemy has broken through and destroy the Soviet forces that have penetrated. Enemy explosions. The Soviets realized our movements. A brief hold-up. Cover under the protection of a destroyed Soviet tank. In individual groups, our infantry and assault guns fight their way ever closer to the Bolshevists in the broken forest and force them into the narrowest of areas. Bolshevists are hunted down. They are wiped out without trace. Through mobile fighting, the German soldier holds the front in the east against the strongest superior forces. On an airfield, bombers and fighters are prepared for takeoff. The runway is made ready. Final engine check. Bombers receive their bombs. Before being switched on, the engines are pre-warmed with hot air. Go fighters! Stukas! Bombers! Down below rages a heavy tank battle. Gunfire and explosions have colored the snow black. Our bombs land on groups of troops and reinforcement columns of the Bolshevists. These attacks relieve our infantry in their heavy defensive action. A fuel store is set on fire. Soviet fighters. The Bolshevist is smashed to pieces.